exclusive, being the only one of its kind, unique, possessing qualities that belong to no other. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm bringing you guys a wig transformation, and we are taking this black sultry everyday wig and we transformed her to this brown chocolate delicious color. So first I'm going to be starting off with the wig, and I plopped her right on this canvas head, and I put a plastic bag on the canvas head because I don't want the bleach to stain the canvas head at all. So I'm going to start by sectioning off the front and tying away the back of the hair to keep it out of the way. Now you want to make sure that you wear gloves, because if you don't, I promise you will hate yourself for like the next hour, and I'm saying this from experience. Some of the products that we're going to be needing today are bleach powder and a 40 and 20 volume developer, and I'm going to be mixing each of those bleach mixes into 2 different bowls. So like I said, we're going to be starting off in the front, and I like to section it off row by row, and in each row we're basically going to be doing like weaving basket motions with the hair to create the highlights. And I'm going to be using each of the bleach mixes interchangeably all throughout the hair, so there's absolutely no right or wrong way of doing this, and there is literally no specific place to where you want to place the bleach. Like, there's no cheat code at all, I promise you. You basically just want to have fun with it and just play with it as you go. Now make sure that you do have a towel on hand, because you will need to make sure that you don't mix the bleach mixes together. You want to be able to clearly see the different dimensions that you created once you're done with the wig. So everything is pretty repetitive with this. Sometimes I use the 40 volume developer in one row and then a 40 volume developer again in the next row, or a 20 volume developer in one row and then a 40 volume developer. Honestly, it does not matter. Just do it however you want. The only part that I will be specific with what bleach level I want is the very front to create the patch effect. So I put the 40 volume developer right in the very front, and you'll later see me add some foil to that part of the hair because I wanted this part to lighten the most. You could also use foil throughout the hair, but 1, I was lazy, and 2, this was very spontaneous and I didn't really want to lighten it too much anyways, so it just kind of worked out for the better. So when I get to the back, my sections are going to be a lot bigger. They don't have to be, but it's not really necessary or by force for it to be very small. But you do have to realize that you have to work pretty fast when it comes to bleach, because you want your hair to bleach all to the same level around the same time. So I would basket weave it twice and put one of them up and then add one mixture and then another mixture on the other. It's just kind of like knocking 2 birds with 1 stone. And yeah, I really just did this throughout the entire back section. Kind of look around and pick other parts that I want to lift the color as well, and I add whatever bleach mix I want to on that section. Like I said, there's no specific on where you should put it. I just didn't want too many dark parts of the hair. After letting this sit for about 40 minutes or so, and it was lightened to the bleach level that I wanted it to be, I went ahead and coated the entire unit with, I think, 40 volume developer. And you have to be very quick with this step, because I'm not going to leave it on for too long at all, and I just kind of slapped the whole thing on there, to be honest, and I let it sit for about 5 or 10 minutes. I don't really remember, but I basically just kind of eyeballed it, and I did this because I didn't want the base to be completely black. I wanted it to be more of a dark brown chocolate color like you guys saw at the beginning. So once that's all done, I'm just going to rinse out all of the bleach mix, and you want to make sure that you rinse it out thoroughly until your water runs clear. I did rinse it out with some purple shampoo as well as neutralizing shampoo to stop the bleaching process. So like I said, this look was very spontaneous, and I just kind of woke up from a nap and was like, I want to change my hair type thing. So these were the only toners that I had on hand. These are the Wella Toners in T14 and T10. and I just had to make do with what I had at the time, to be honest. It was nighttime, Sally's was closed, so I couldn't like run to the beauty supply or anything. So I put the T10 at the ends and on the front patches, and I put the T14 basically everywhere else. You also want to make sure that you read the instructions, and it calls for a 1:2 ratio of the toner and 20 volume developer. So fast forward to the following day, and this is what the color turned out like. A very yummy chocolate color with some highlights and a bit of an ashy tone that I really love. Y'all, I totally fell in love with this unit, and I'm so happy with the way it turned out. But all that's left for us to do is styling, and I'm going to start by quickly running the unit through a straightener a couple times before I curl it. You could definitely use a blow dryer for this, but I wanted this to go by a little bit quicker. And I'm going to be using this holy grail of a product and running that all throughout the hair, and I'm making sure that I focus this all throughout the ends as well, because you do want to add some more moisture back and some shine into the hair. The straightener I will be using today is the Conair Infinity Pro straightener, and I got this from Ulta for $45, I'm pretty sure. But I'm also going to be using a hot comb for a flat and sleek look. So I'm going to be curling this unit with this Hot Tools curling iron. I'm going to be leaving all the names and possibly links of everything that I'll be using down below. And y'all, please forgive me for this hot mess, but I haven't used this curling iron in like 2 whole years, and when I did use it, I failed completely. So I started off by curling it the baby and lazy way until I decided to put on my big girl thong and give it another try. And y'all, this was such a proud moment for me because I was so happy and so geeked with the way the curls turned out. Like, would you look at God? So yeah, I'm definitely going to be practicing a lot more in the future. But once I'm done curling the entire unit, I'm just going to be taking this white tooth comb and running that through the curls and just playing with it a little bit. I also decided to add some layers in the front a little bit with a pair of scissors just to add some volume and, you know, like a wow factor, you know, just to zhuzh it up just a little bit. But that is it. That's basically it for this look. I hope you guys really do love it. You can always tweak it up to your liking if you want the colors to be lighter, if you want them to be darker. But if you do try it out, be sure to let me know. I definitely want to see how you guys recreate this in your own way. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will definitely see you in my next one.